welcome to WASHOE Nevada for episode 38 with me, MrSealyp. Well, it would appear that we are in the final stages here at WASHOE. The sheep are doing amazingly. I've been quite surprised really. Well, I don't know why I'm being quite surprised. They should be producing a lot. I've got 240 of them. I have got 4 there that I need to sell because that's taken me above my kind of limit I set myself. I am planting in the fields that were all harvested in the last episode, and fertilising, etc. However, what we are going to do, we are going to clear the poplars when the poplars are grown, and we're going to clear the sugar beet from the sugar beet field. Those will be the 2 final crops we do. Any surplus animals I will sell, and obviously the... have I got 4 in there? No, 6, not 4. And then all of the wool will be sold too. Big thank you to Big Papa C who mentioned that this trailer is fantastic, apart from the fact it won't let you double stack. If you double stack, the straps won't go over it, and then you have a very wobbly load and you have to go incredibly slowly. So what I might do is just get another 3 on here, I think, and then maybe we'll take that as is. In the morning I'm not going to be doing a fuel run. I'm not going to do water runs. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to go into why. I'm just not. So let's take these and sell them. All the slurry has now been taken. That's all gone up to the biogas plant. The manure was done the last episode, and I hadn't actually done the slurry. That's all been done now. That wasn't too healthy. I think it was 4 loads. I think I did in the end. 4 the loads of 32,000. I did a load and 3/4 of manure, so we'll probably get about 150, 160 grand overnight for that. Oh, I've got that soybean to sell, haven't I? I've just realised, yeah. I've got a full load of soybean and some in the trailer. So that'll be sold. And then what's going to happen is something I've only done once on Drummard Farm on FS17. And on the end of that Let's Play, when I left the farm, I did a kind of auction type thing. I put all the machinery out in the field and, you know, people could come along and buy the stuff. Well, what we're going to do is a fire sale. I'm curious how much money we got wrapped up in everything on here. So it's going to be a kind of sell everything type situation, but not taking it back to the store. The concept of a fire sale is down to, you know, fire damaged goods and that kind of things. Originally, fire sale now also refers to cybercrime, when you're trying to bring down a government. It's bizarre, it's a strange thing. And it's about hacking into and stopping, is it power? There's 3 different things. Anyway, it's a kind of everything must go concept, so that's where the whole fire sale thing comes from. So it's an everything must go deal. Now one thing I'm going to struggle with, I'm trying to work out how to do it, is I've got all that TMR. Now I could, once I've sold all the cattle, sell all the TMR as well, because I've got a lot of money tied up in that. Plus I've got over 1.5 million litres of digestate now, and with the Seng stocks sell points you can sell digestate. So I could potentially sell 1.6 million litres of digestate as well. So there's a lot of stuff there that I could, if I wanted to, sell as well, just out of curiosity. The thing is, once I've done all that, I'm not going to save the game at that point, because I want to leave it with everything on it. I'm just curious, what have we got tied up in it? What have we got invested? That may not be this episode, I don't think. I want to, like I say, I've got some bits I need to finish. And like it or not, if you don't want to watch the Let's Play, if you've had enough, if you're fed up, if you think it's boring, if you don't want to watch anymore, then don't watch it. I'm not forcing anybody to, but what irritates me is when people watch it and say it's boring. Then don't watch. If you've decided 3 episodes ago you're not enjoying it anymore, then don't watch it. I'm not forcing anybody to. But one thing I will say in my defence, which is a bit bizarre, what is the point of building the farm up? If you're going to build the farm up so you've got a lot of animals, and like I have now with the cows, you have to sell the milk. You're going to be selling probably the silage to the biogas plant or whatever you're going to do with it. You're going to be making money. That's kind of the point, isn't it? I thought that was the point of what you're doing. And some of the jobs you are going to do are going to be repetitive. believe it or not, that's farming. That, you know, you don't decide I'm going to be a farmer, build up your farm, and then when you're making money say I'm not going to do it anymore, I'm bored. I'm baffled. Anyway, that being said, we are realistically coming to the end of what we need to do. But I, in my head, have got things I want to finish off before I do that. Like I say, I wanted to do the sheep, and I wanted to see how much wool we could get. So we're going to be sorting the wool out. I planted the poplars, initially as hedges, but obviously now I've got this field here, so we need to harvest that. And I planted the sugar beet as a kind of, you know, let's do some sugar beet. So those two will be done. What we'll do now, actually what I'll do is clean this up. And I'll probably see you in the morning now. I'll have some fields sorted out, but be a bit of tidying up to do. We'll see how many bales of wool we've got in the morning. Let's turn that on. And I will see you then, I think. I just then remembered I haven't sold the soybean, but the price is rising. But I also got a few comments, and you're absolutely right, I've been checking my vehicles as I've been going. I'm really low on fuel on a few vehicles, so yeah, I'm going to top those up because they need doing. I was going to buy a new truck, one of the new ones, the new Warrior Plus ones, but there's not really a lot of point. In all honesty, this is doing the job. This is 620 horsepower, the new one would be 500 and... is it 60? Oh, it was now. Anyway. We are there. I must admit that fuel I put into storage a while back has lasted quite a long time. I'm trying to work out best how I'm going to sell this digestate if I'm going to do it. The thing is, selling the TMR and selling digestate is going to take a long time. Time. Let's get this truck out of the way because it's in the way of the planting which is occurring. Right, there's that. Cover on. Old Shanty Grains is where the price is going up, so that's where it's going to go to. I'm not going to sell it just yet. It's a 1479, but it is still climbing, so I will wait and see what we get. But that's where it will be sold eventually. I was giving a lot of thought to what Big Papa C said about the trailer, so I thought, you know what, time to reorganise the wool pallets. Rather than putting them on the way they're on at the moment, turn them all sideways. If I can turn them all sideways, I should be able to push them all, like squash them further up, if that makes sense. They're going to go wider off the sides of the trailer, but it will give me more space for putting pallets on. I'm just thinking that overnight the sheep are going to produce more wool, so it just makes more sense to twist them all round 90 degrees, and then I can yeah, should be able to get more on. Normally I wouldn't bother, I'd just double stack, but because that's not an option, it just seems to make more sense to do it this way. It's quite a wide trailer anyway, being a low loader. I'll get them as close as I can and then push the next one on. The other ones have all gone quite well. You always get the odd little hiccup here and there, but that's just part and parcel, isn't it? I mean, if you don't quite go on straight. Oh, that's not perfect, is it? It'll do. It'll do. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'll do these two, and then the rest I'll do off screen because I've got a load more to do. And then as the sheep are producing more up towards midnight and then through in the morning, I think rather than skip through the night tonight, I may speed up time. That way I can get maximum amount of wool pallets, because once that reaches full, where the pallets spawn, that one will only do 2 pallets. So once that's full, I won't get any more wool. So if I speed up time rather than skip the night completely, every time that fills up I can get the pallets out. Just think I'll get more out of it that way. I've caught up here. It's because the pallet's twisted, isn't it? Yeah. throat's kind of improving. Oh, I meant to say actually, if anyone watched the Guide 2 video I did the other day, where part way through I paused and coughed really loudly, I do apologise. I was meant to edit that out, and thought I had. And so I got a comment, someone said they had to cover their ears when I coughed because they didn't want to catch man flu. I'm really sorry. I really did mean to edit that out. Anyway, yeah, so. Oh yeah, I had a comment left the other day as well saying you could tell that there's nothing left to do on here because in the previous episode I barely spoke because there's nothing to talk about. I've got a horrendously sore throat. I think my tonsillitis is back, but that's what I've been avoiding talking. Anyway. Time has progressed somewhat. It's now 27 minutes past 8 and the soybean price has plateaued, so time to get rid of the soybean. I haven't really used this trailer. This is the whatchamacallit, the BSM 70,006, and those running lights flash on the side all the time. I thought I had the indicators on something. Well, that's quite cool. The whole side indicates, but no, they flash the whole time. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not, but like I say, because I often will skip through the night, I don't generally run night operations kind of thing, so it's a bit of a weird one, but we should be making good money, and I reckon, you know, with the money we'll get from the biogas plant overnight, we're going to hit our 2 mil. I said I wanted to try and hit a 2 million target, and having bought some stuff in previous episodes, when I bought the Rubicon, I said it shouldn't take us too long to make that money back, and to be fair, 108 grand. Again, not bad at all. So there we go. Happy with that. Let's see what we make overnight then, shall we? So we cracked the 2 million mark. Just put the last bale on there. As you can see, we've got a load more on. Let's put that down there. I was quite busy last night, fairly productive. The poplars are absolutely, look how high they are now. Not quite ready to go yet, but the sugar cane is. I'm going to take these to sell, turn them all sideways, made all the difference. I probably had another room for another 2 there, but we're all good, so I'm going to take those. What I also did was I mixed as much TMR as I possibly could with the resources I had available. Let's just scroll across, go to this one. So I have got on hand 775,901 litres in the silos. But if we scroll across, you can see that my hay in the middle of, well, I've got silage and my straw and grass, but my hay's on 0. I used everything I had to make the most amount of TMR I possibly could. I've still got a load of resources on hand. I mean, that silage, to be fair, I could take all of that silage now up to the biogas plant and sell that. That would also be more profit, but that would be at midnight, and, you know, so I could do. But what I also did in doing that, oh, that's the point, I need to put the ramps up, don't I? Let's put beacons on. This isn't going to like going over the, see I mean about being wide. I've got a little gap right in the middle there. That was one of the bales from down at, when I had the sheep pen down the bottom. I meant to put it back into the spawn point because it would fill up. I just completely forgot. So yeah, put them on like this. It's a wider load, but you can get more on. So makes sense. Yeah. So what I did was, in filling up the silos with TMR and still having a load more resources on hand, what I've also done in doing that, I filled up my 2 trailers. So I've got 149,000 litres of TMR sitting in both those trailers as well. So we're well over 900,000 litres of TMR. So what I'm going to do now is take the walt and sell that. I'm going to take that load of TMR in both those trailers and sell that. because I need the trailers. I need to lease the sugarcane harvester. We are on our penultimate harvest. We're going to be harvesting the sugarcane. All that will be left to do then is the poplars, and then we'll be on to our fire sale. But like I say, I think the fire sale might be a separate episode, because that's going to be our kind of our roundup. That's going to be finishing off and seeing what we do. But actually, I'm just only thought, I haven't sold any wool yet, have I? Don't even know if I'm going to the right place. Oh yeah, spinnery. Of course I have. I've taken cotton there. What am I talking about? It's not massive money for wool anymore. Wool prices always used to be absolutely incredible. Wow, that's looking rather neat and tidy. Yeah, it used to be absolutely incredible on FS17, and because they were 2,000 litre pallets or bales, whatever you refer to them as, worth their weight in gold. And doing sheep was fairly straightforward and easy to do. You need a lot of sheep and a lot of pallets now to make good money, especially when there are things like cotton and that available now, and you can make more money doing crops like that. But realistically, when you think about what the sheep cost to buy, and you only need to give them grass or hay, it hasn't even got to be hay, just grass and water, they don't require bedding, so you're getting something, you know, realistically for not much effort. I know that sounds a bit lazy, but it's true. Right, what we'll do, I don't know if this is going to be an absolute disaster here. Nope, not that. That. They should come off here. There we go. What did we make? 20 grand. That seemed like a lot of effort loading up that trailer for 20 grand. But it's 20 grand at the end of the day. There are fertilising contracts and stuff available. Again, I'm not going to do those, because we've got work to do. So, I'm going to take this back, and we'll sort out getting a sugarcane harvester, and let's get this sugarcane harvest done. The poplar harvest may have to be done. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get to full maturity, ready to go. I was hoping to get both the two crops done, so it'd be the final harvests in this episode, but unfortunately the poplars aren't playing ball, so maybe we'll see how we get on with this. It's going to take a while to do the sugarcane, so I'll probably do a kind of start and end, because it's not a big field, but it will still take a little while. Beacons off, and let's get on with that. This is the first time, just so I remembered, yeah, TMR, before I say I'm going to go and get the sugar beet stuff. Sugar beet, I keep saying sugar beet, sugarcane. This is the first time, having bought the dolly and swapping the trailers around, that I'm actually running the double setup. So yeah, 149,000 litre capacity running these two together. Pretty handy. I know you can run 3 of these, the BSMs, if you want to, or 2 or whatever, but just thought it kind of works. Should make a nice bit of money on this. I might have to separate them, do one at a time to unload, I think, because I'm pretty sure this one will unload and the rear trailer will get in the way, but that's not a problem either. Not a problem. I think I need to mine's right. And the lamppost. I'm going to get round here. Myself a nice big wide swing round. So what I'll do is, if I disconnect that, let's go forward and we'll sell that. All made by my own fair hand. Might as well make money on it. I took the time to get all the crops together and the forage and whatever to make it, so yeah, I leased the Anderson I always forget the number of it. The larger of the feed mixer wagons. Well, it's not paying out as much for TMR at the moment. I've had some really good payouts on these before. Not to worry. It's not bad though. There we go, it's better. I suddenly panicked then and thought it'd come off the thing. I just didn't want to dump loads and loads on the floor. Right. I really am going to get onto the sugarcane. I promise. Fantastic. Right then. This is going to be in very stark contrast to the new subscriber contract Let's Play doing on Geiselsberg. And then it'll be waiting for, well, not waiting for, deciding on what map I'm going to do, because I normally run two. I will be running one with subscriber contracts, and I'll be running another one. But what I might do, so it depends how long it takes to come out, I might run one with subscriber contracts and one with seasons. I don't want to run seasons and subscriber contracts at the same time, because seasons is a very, very complicated animal on FS19. There's a lot more to get your head around, and I think trying to balance subscriber contracts and seasons at the same time might be a little bit, you know, like biting off a little bit more than I can chew, I think. So yeah, we'll see about that. So actually I'll take think oh, I might just take it over, ready for doing sugarcane. Okay, sugarcane harvest at least with trailer hitch. Now, here's the thing. Last time I used this was on Marwell Manor, and I ran alongside it with trailers and stuff because I couldn't get anything to hook up to it. Now, there have been a few mods come out since then, a few bits and bobs here and there that make that a lot easier. There were some trailers that would hook up to this originally, but it was that kind of having to sift through and find them all. And I know when I did the video on Marwell Manor, loads of people commented to say I've used this, I've used that. Some people said that some things would work, but only on some maps, which is a bit of a weird one. Now, one of the things that has come out is the Fleagle Dolly, which I already own. I've got that already. And we've got some of the bigger trailers as well. So whilst you can hook up a trailer directly to the back of it, what I can do is hook up the Fleagle Dolly and then probably hook up the BSM on the back of that and run a 70,000 litre trailer up and down. In theory, I might come a little bit unstuck when I get to this tree here, but we can give that a go. So I'll go and grab the dolly first. Now I could run the ID liner. The problem is with the way the pipe on the back of this goes up, it doesn't go up vertically enough, which means for me personally, this bit here goes a shallower angle than I'd like. If it went up a little bit steeper, you'd get the ID liner in behind it. It will hook up, but the ID liner kind of hits under here, and turning it doesn't like. It really doesn't. So what we'll do is we'll hook up like so, and we'll disconnect that. The penultimate harvest is about to begin. Quite sad, really, when you think about it. We've done loads on here. What are we on now? Episode 38? So we could do a good 39 out of this. I think I did 36 on Marwell. I did knock in on that kind of figure. Was it on Lone Oak? Oakfield I did. I've done a few. I've done quite a few episodes. Especially when I'm enjoying a map. So, let's back up onto that. Get the angle just right. There we go. Then we'll do pipe out. Nope, that's cover. Pipe out, there we go. Open up the harvester. Okie dokie. How well this will work on a worker, I don't know, but we'll give it a go. Don't have access to this land? What? It's my crop, I should have. And away we go. I say it's not a very big field, but sugarcane being what it is, the yield's going to be quite high. So I think we're going to do alright. How well this is going to turn around at the end, don't know. We'll see about that. Don't stop there. No, right, we have to take control. Why is it dropping the header down? I might have to do some headrunds on this. Just thinking. Why is this now decided it's not going to pull? There we go. That's weird. What am I stuck on? Huh? Weird. I seem to be stuck on something. Is it just the weight of the trailer? It can't be. It was pulling it fine a minute ago. Seriously, it's the weight of the trailer. That's going to be interesting. Okay, well. Let's get crack-a-lacking. I've got work to do. Okay, first full load of 70,000 litres. I'm going to try something now I'm probably going to regret. I'm going to put the ID liner on it and leave a... can't believe I'm even saying this. I'm going to leave a worker to get on with it. What could possibly go wrong? Just click that. I'm sure everything will be fine. Right, root crop is paying the best at the moment. And the thing with this is that weird thing that for the size of the field, although root crop isn't paying out, it's like about 300 I think it's paying for 1,000. You think, oh, that's really low. But it's that weird situation that if you get triple the product, you're still going to be making the same as you would on a crop that's you're getting 1,000 for 1,000 for. So it's a weird thing. You think to yourself, oh, I suppose that the reason people steer clear from things like sugar beet and sugarcane and stuff is because it's labour intensive. It takes a long time, I guess. When you're doing crops that pay out much higher, the yield is lower, it takes less time to harvest. I suppose that's kind of why people shy away from them, but I'm glad I didn't do a bigger field. I know I did it on Sussex Farm and I did a huge field. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's not liking it too much, so you see it rubs against the back there, doesn't like it. One thing I will say, if you're going to use these long trailers as well, you need to be lined up before you start your row. If you do a turn and you're still turned, the pipe, if the pipe isn't directly over the actual trailer, it won't unload, and then you end up losing crop because it can't unload into it. It doesn't seem to store it in the harvester, which I thought it might do. But anyway, let's see if I can get a workaround on that. Whoa, okay, I'm stuck. I don't want to step forward into the trailer. Is it gone now? Where am I? I should have come out of the crop by now. What is going on? Oh, there we go. That was a bit worrying. I ended up way out of the way. Okay, right, let's go and sell this. Cover up. Root crop storage. Not root crop storage. Root crop sale point. Let's go. Just overtake, I think. On a bend, always safe. That's what they always say, don't they? Always overtake on a bend. No, they don't say that. So I did put cotton in all these other fields. I did think about maybe doing a massive cotton harvest. What I might do, actually, like I said, if I do the fire sale, I might... My poplar hedge is looking quite good. That's not bad. Came out better than I thought. I won't save the game when I've done the fire sale, so everything will still be on here. So potentially I could come back and do a kind of special episode where I just do a massive cotton harvest. Could be. Hang on, might root crop? This is, isn't it? Mine's gone blank. No, I'm at Old Shanty Grain. One stop too early. Oh dear. I'm glad I checked that then. Too busy gassing as usual. Right, cover off. Well, I've covered the lease of the harvester. That's good. But then I suppose potentially if I do 3 full loads or a couple, I'm potentially looking at 60 grand for that small field. That's not bad at all. I've got work to do. Right, let's crack on. The field is clear. and time has moved on a little bit. It didn't take me that long to do the harvest. I was waiting to see if the poplars had grown yet, and weirdly, all of the cotton I've planted is all ready to harvest, and the poplars aren't. I don't really want to start I really don't want to start a harvest. What am I on? Got a little bit in there. 84,000 litres I got off the field on top of the 70 that we've already done. So yeah, not a bad old harvest off there. Quite pleased with that. Let's edge forward and get the other one unloaded. That one is full, 79,000. The harvester did not like pulling that at all. But it did it. The worker kind of did what it had to. Let's tip that up. And the sugarcane has already started growing in the field again, although a bit patchy, but it has started to regrow. I'm not going to do anything with it. 22, so what's that? 42, 40. No, I made about 43 and a half grand on that. Sorry about that, my throat is horrendous. Oh man, I keep having horrible coughing fits, so it kind of, if it cuts every now and again, a bit sporadically, that's why. Right. Well, that's that done. What I think I'm going to do then is I might wait until the poplars are ready and get them all done. I want to get it done. They're planted, so, and that'll be it. That'll be the final crop. So it will all depend very heavily on whether or not this thumbnail is entitled Penultimate Harvest or Final Harvests. We shall see. Right, let's get these back. Like I say, cotton fields are all good to go, but that's a whole other can of worms. Like when I did the massive silage harvest, if I start that, I've got all of my fields have all got cotton in. You lease a cotton harvester, and yes, you're going to make really good money, but it's hours of work for one harvester. You lease 2 harvesters or more, and then you're into lots of money for leasing, and you're still going to get clobbered on multiple. I don't know. I'm not going to start it now, but it is there. So if anyone wants to make me an offer on my cotton fields, feel free. It's 7 o'clock on the nose and the poplars are ready to go. I've got the New Holland 130 FB front header for doing poplars. I've hooked up pretty much same as I did with the sugar beets, sugar cane really. Let's get this on and let's get going. I could have done bales if I'd wanted to, but I decided I'm going to do it this way. We're probably going to end up the same sort of thing with a load of wood chips, but I wanted to get this harvest done. So I'd imagine now the thumbnail will be reading Final Harvests. It's weird how when you're making a video and you're kind of going through in your head what you want to call it, what your thumbnail's going to be, and often over the course of an episode, unless you've got a very definite idea in your head of what you're going to be doing, and sometimes you have, it can change over the course of an episode, and I'll often be thinking of one thing. And that's why often, you know, it's difficult to hide a thumbnail. I'm trying to be all secretive about something I've bought and then suddenly think, I've probably already shown it in the thumbnail anyway, so. It's all good. Right, turning this is going to be a little bit trickier, I think. Because it's quite a big bit of kit, this, isn't it? Yeah, that doesn't like that very much, does it? Ooh, this is going to be interesting without hitting that. Okay, I'm not going to hit that. Yep. Ah, I thought I'd left myself plenty of room when I planted these, but Probably not. Right, okay, that's going to be interesting. What I might have to do is go across them. So I can get that to turn there. Right, so what I'll do, I'll go across a few times. I know you should be going up and down the roads, but I'll go across. And that'll give me a bit of turning room. Should be right at the other end. And I'll see you in a minute. Let's get some of this done. There we go. Right, I don't usually like finishing off in the dark because it's difficult to see, obviously. It was never going to be record breaking, but we got 47,000 litres of wood chips from the poplars, which we don't actually cover off. But it's one of those things, I just wanted to get it done. And that is the final harvest. That's the last thing we're going to harvest. Now, I have got a lot of stuff on hand. Because I wasn't anticipating going right the way through the day, which, you know. So tomorrow will be fire sale. Oh, that's not too bad. I actually did better on the wood chips than I think I did on the, I mean not overall, but per volume, than I did with the sugarcane. But, you know. So we have got, because I haven't sold anything today, that was the thing, I didn't think I would need to. Well, I've got 40,000 litres of manure in that one, 37 in that one, 40 in that one. I've got 54,000 litres of slurry, 48,000 litres of slurry, and 43,000 litres of slurry. And I've got 26,000 litres of milk, 26,000 litres of milk, and 26,000 litres of milk. And there'll be more than that by tomorrow morning. So I haven't, like I say, I haven't sold any of it today. I suppose the only thing I can do now is maybe overnight. I think what I might do off screen is do a few runs, get all that cleared, and I've still got, like I say, I cleared, where am I going? This way. I cleared everything, or cleared all the hay to make all the TMR I had. I've got 541,000 litres of silage sitting there, so I could take that up to the biogas plant as well. Might as well. It's all money in the bank. It's just sitting there at the moment. And if I kind of end and sell everything, if I sell the silo, that's interesting actually. If I sell the silo, normally it will say what you've got in there, and it will give you the price for it. So I wonder if you sell the silo, will it tell you that it will pay you for that? It's an interesting one. I've never done that at the end of a Let's Play before. So a bit of a dilemma, not too sure what to do with that. I'll have a think. But anyway, it is now 10 to 8, and we have come to the end of this episode. One more to go, I'm afraid. I don't know if you're enjoying it. But we have, yeah, we'll be on what then, episode 39. And I'm curious to see how much we have got tied up in everything. But anyway, if you have enjoyed the episode, or even if you haven't, just give us a like anyway. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you want to comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.